Green Lantern, America's 25th favorite superhero. They made a movie of it. We saw it, so you know what that means.
Now it's time for How Did This Get Made? We're gonna have a good time, celebrate some failure, not just be a hater, cause you know you wonder, how did this get made? Let's wallow in the mediocrity of subpar art. Perhaps we'll find the answer to the question, how did this get made?
Hello, everybody. My name is Paul Scheer. I am joined, as always, by Jason Mantzoukas and June Diane Raphael.
Paul.
How are you doing, guys?
What's up?
And we have a very special guest today to talk about the movie The Green Lantern. You've seen him in movies like Inglourious Bastards, seen his videos on Funny or Die. Please welcome Paul Rust.
Hey. Hello, everybody.
Hi, Paul.
Hi.
So we all saw this movie last night. If you don't know anything about Green Lantern, basically there's an airline pilot or jet fighter, gets a ring from an alien, and then he becomes a space cop. I mean, that's the
good.
basic gist of it,
good.
right?
Yeah.
But man, I was confused from moment one.
I am familiar with this comic book, and I was confused. I was like, what the fuck is happening?
So in the comic book, is he not a pilot, or?
Well,
He
no,
is a pilot.
But,
He is a
but
pilot.
the opening monologue was like, in the
Oh, that
year
was- oh, yeah,
2005,
boy. Yeah.
there was 49 planets. Everyone was divided into 3,000 sectors.
Yeah.
And
Each
that
sector
was
has
almost
two
like
guards.
comically long. I mean, that was like a 10-minute monologue.
And it was so dense and so confusing.
Oh, it's like if somebody who was a fan of the comic books like sat you down with their onion breath and talked at you for like 10 minutes about what they liked about the comic.
And no images to really, like, there was
Nope.
nothing
Nope.
visually engaging.
It
Why would
was
there
like
be?
a bad
It's
planetary.
not a visual medium. Wait, it is. I'm sorry.
It was like a bad planetarium show that made no sense. You're going through the universe, and it's like you're not seeing anything cool or
Yeah.
funny. You're just hearing an information download, and it's just a lot of numbers. It's
Yeah,
but
it was that part. It started so instantaneously terrible. Wow.
That was my
turn our
cell
cell phones off.
Wow.
That was the United Talent Agency.
Oh.
Sorry, you guys.
Oh.
Ryan
Sorry,
Reynolds
guys.
is
It's not
already
a big
upset.
deal.
He's already
It's
upset.
not a big deal.
We know that you're talking about Green Lantern. Cease and desist.
But this movie takes place in Sector 2318,
We know.
which is one of the
course.
planets that Earth is in. One of the 1,000.
That's
of
like saying
planets.
1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. We just know the White House. is
Everyone
there.
knows 2318.
Everyone knows what sector Earth is in, guys.
And let's talk about the main villain of this movie. Is a
why?
cloud that looks like a rejected villain from The Mummy.
Yeah.
That
And the
that's-
Mummy ride.
It is
Mummy
a cloud.
ride.
It is a cloud with teeth. It is a cloud with teeth that does no chewing.
No.
It sucks
No.
people's souls out.
What? No,
so
but-
why give it teeth?
And it sucks people's ghost skeletons.
Yeah.
That was really bothering me. He
Yeah.
sucks their soul out, and then a skeleton is also sucked out, as if a skeleton has a ghost too. That makes no sense to me. He eats the souls. He eats people's fear.
It was getting really heady, though, too, because it was like he eats people's fear, but he is fear.
Yeah.
But he is your fear and my fear.
And if you have fear, it's attractive to him.
What?
He feasts on your fear.
And he was in the lost quadrant, but he's coming back. So first of all, well, we meet the.
The guys, I fucking hated this movie.
Yeah.
You tell me, as a fan of the Green Lantern, is
Are you a fan of the Green Lantern?
I'm a comic book fan. Green Lantern, I know not super well. It's not one of my like I love books.
What
know?
did you know going in?
I
Going in?
knew, I know the story of Hal Jordan and getting the ring, and the kind that general origin story. There's a great kind of comic, couple of books that detail that kind of series of events that are pretty amazing. But it does not involve going to Oa the Living Planet and
Oa the Living
meeting-
Planet, which is where all the lanterns hang out.
exactly.
Looks like the worst Star Wars universe. It's like one of the rejected cities from Phantom Menace. It's like just long poles and nothing
Yeah.
that makes any, spider buildings. It looks so inconceivable and weird.
This was some of the worst green screen garbage.
Oh
I've
yeah, they
ever
didn't
seen.
like whatever. This is a little too critical, but they like didn't like live in the actual space.
No.
It would just sort of then be in a platform, and in the background
Yeah.
were other things.
Yeah, they were always on the most bland plank.
Yeah.
And then there's crazy shit going on. But you were
Mortal
never
Kombat. It was like the setting for a Mortal Kombat.
It was like a shitty video game, or you're right, Paul. It literally felt like the worst of the Star Wars prequels.
It was like someone's like, CGI is real good. We'll put a lot of CGI in here, and people will really like it.
And they'll be able to fly, and they'll create like guns and shit. And like when the rings are activated, they can like think of like you could create like a brick wall.
Yeah, and that was the other thing. The Green Lantern, whatever he thinks of, he can create. He created the most boring things.
And like
consistently.
old-timey things.
Yeah.
That's the other thing too. It's like supposed to be taking place in modern day times, but it just felt so
The Green Lantern.
old.
He creates
Also
a
think-
race car that looks like something
Yeah.
out of like a
Guys,
picture of like Le Mans or
How
something.
fucked up was that scene where the helicopter is going to crash for like 45 seconds? The helicopter is like spinning 5 feet above ground, about to crash.
Basically, this is a critical moment in the movie because Hal Jordan gets the ring, decides he doesn't want it, and there is a party going on. And who is it? Who is it? Tim Robbins?
Yeah.
Tim Robbins.
Tim Robbins, who's playing Peter Sarsgaard's father, and if those two people aren't the exact same age, I
By the
don't
way,
understand.
Peter Sarsgaard's supposed to have like come up with Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively. Like they're all supposed to
be
be
the same
like
age.
of the same
Yeah.
age.
They all
Their
went to
age
college.
is clearly, to me, Blake Lively's what, early 20s?
She's like 18 years
on
old.
Gossip Girl.
She's a gossip
She's on
girl.
Gossip Girl, and like Peter Sarsgaard, I think, is 52.
Yeah.
Tim Robbins had it when he was 10
It
years
made
old.
no sort of
I
sense.
was like,
no
what the
sort of
fuck?
sense.
So the helicopter's going down because well, the villain shoots a beer out of like a beer
tap.
A beer tap. He rigs it so it shoots up, hits one of the helicopter things. The helicopter's out of control at this very small party.
Well,
And-
because Peter Sarsgaard can also. Well, actually, this is a question I want to
Oh,
pose
God, who
to
cares?
my fellow lanterns. Okay. Okay. Was Peter Sarsgaard able to actually listen to what other people were thinking,
Yes.
or was it his fear that they were thinking negative thoughts?
Oh, wow.
Oh,
You know,
no,
I
no,
think
no, he could hear it.
He could actually hear their negative
And
thoughts.
he had like telekinesis.
He plays Hector Hammond, who is kind of poisoned by an alien, and he gets superpowers, kind of like the Green Lantern. Here's my problem with that Hector Hammond character: he can read people's thoughts, but then when he hits on Blake Lively, she's clearly creeped out by him, but he's
Yeah.
not reading any of her thoughts. Like,
Yeah.
"Ooh, you're creepy, you're creepy." But meanwhile, everyone else is like, "You idiot,
Yeah.
you stupid head, you freak." I know what you're thinking about
Even
me.
when talking to her, he's an extreme form of self-denial. He won't
Did
even listen to
anybody
what
else-
she's saying.
Did anybody else have a problem with both him and Ryan Reynolds would vacillate between these insane set pieces where they would be like poisoned by aliens or given alien powers, go to alien planets, and then they would just go home?
Yes, I was obsessed with that.
Everybody, like Hector Hammond, like crashes the helicopter. He's like an evil genius. He can read people's thoughts. Like he's trying to destroy the world, and then he just goes home and lies in bed.
Goes
was
back
a
to
day.
his
They needed to decompress.
Why does
and
everybody
just
go
sort of-
home?
Hector Hammond kills his father, brutalizes Angela Bassett, destroys a science facility, goes home.
Yeah.
And guess what? So does Hal Jordan. They go home.
They need to crash.
The villain and enemy, or the villain and the hero, both go back to their apartments.
I gotta say,
they
that's
both
why I
know
think-
where
All
each other
the
lives.
time. They
All
go to
the
their
time.
That's
apartments
why the
all
pace
the
of
time.
the movie felt so strange.
It was
because
so
it was
weird.
so like
Yeah.
There were often times where I would be looking at shots and just thinking like, what is this shit I'm looking at?
Yeah.
Honestly, that question, what is this shit I'm looking at, popped in my brain like 15 to 20 times. Because there'd just be shots of two people like floating across
Yeah.
the sky and landing. And you'd be like, why am I watching this shit?
Okay, well, we haven't even talked about the love relationship between Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively. I have a clip that I'd like to play that kind of shows you the dialogue. In my mind, the dialogue feels like it was written by an 11-year-old. So here you go.
Hey, Carol. It's gonna maybe do a little flying today. What do you think?
I think you're late.
Yes, but that's only because I slept in.
I used to sleep in. Then I turned 11. Let me give you a little heads up. I've gone up against these sabers all week, and they have smoked me every time. There isn't anything you can do that they can't do better, faster, and without disappointing women everywhere.
I think we both know that's not true.
This is exactly why I didn't want you for this. My father did. And I would have gone with Jensen.
I'd have gone with Jensen too, but unfortunately he's busy not being good enough.
At least he shows up. Hal, This test today, it's important.
I got it. I'm gonna make you look good up there. Don't worry, okay? Now let's get these pants off and fly some planes.
So my question to you, Jason, is was the Hal Jordan in the comics as much of a quipster?
Well, yeah. I mean, that relationship is actually kind of awesome the Darwin Cook comic book that I'm thinking of is pretty fantastic.
Right.
The relationship between those two people. Does anybody else feel like she is constantly trying to talk like a man?
Well, I love too that her whole point of view is that she is not only a pilot but also a business person, and that if you could just be a pilot, but you need to be a pilot and a business person. It's like, do you?
Yeah.
I don't know that you do.
By the way, she works for an airplane facility called Ferris Airplanes, and it seems like the news is constantly covering what is going on. It's like there was a crash. There's a crash during a test flight. The news are right on the scene. It's like the news is reporting there's a party at Ferris Airlines. What kind of local news is covering this this weird aeronautics company in the middle of nowhere?
And they only build jets for the government, so they would of course allow maximum media access at all times.
Yeah,
right?
they were building the most advanced drone of all time. Oh, and not only was Ryan Reynolds a quipster, but I felt like everyone was quipping. Everyone had a thing.
June was saying this movie felt dated. I felt like it felt dated 1996. The amount of sort of ironic detachment everybody had to It felt like a Scream movie or something. I wanted one person through the entire movie just to be like, hey, I care about what's going on here.
He finds a dead alien. He's sucked away by a green ball of light 100 miles to find a dead alien in the field. He's like, okay, purple alien. Weird.
He's like,
the fuck?
Don't worry, man. We're going to get you to a hospital that has purple blood.
Loved it. That line.
What about when they dance to that song? Dum doobie.
Top Gun, subpar Top
The
Gun.
worst though is when they talked about having flown together before.
Oh yeah, they had a previous.
Did you understand what that meant?
No.
Yeah, they had
I
sex.
needed to know.
They had sex.
Flying was a metaphor for sex.
They had sex while they were flying. Their two planes were flying together, and they were also having
We
sex.
flew together, and then you flew with a lot of other people.
Whatever happened to that girl who was in the bed in the beginning of the first scene? When they
There's
cut
water
to her,
in the tap.
when they cut to her face is so funny. Just bright-eyed,
I would love to make a movie that's just about that woman.
she's still sleeping in that
what
bed.
the rest of her day was like.
He never called her back.
I want that woman and the woman in Iron Man that Tony Stark has sex with in the beginning, just have these lives. Had sex with
those
these guys.
those poor women at the beginning of every movie who have to be the guy's beginning arc point.
Yeah.
They're the same as when a guy goes out and he's got parking tickets all over his windshield. It's this guy's got to get his
Well,
life.
they totally overdid it with him driving recklessly. He could park in parking spots. He just chose not to.
He's driving so recklessly to make this late test flight, and he's wrapping a gift at the same time, which I realized later. He didn't need to wrap that gift because the party was way later in the day. Because the
he
party
wasn't
was
headed there.
He's not a procrastinator. He's just he rushes things.
He's
that's
wrapping a gift with no hand. He's not driving with any hands. Speeding around cars.
Yeah.
That was the
and I don't
worst
know if this was
opening.
I don't know if this was in the comic book, Jason, but that scene where they flash back to the dad.
No, I don't.
That wasn't in the comic book.
I don't
That was
remember that.
brutal.
So
The dad survived the crash,
No.
and they made eye contact,
Wait a
and then the plane blew up.
That's terrible.
Okay, see,
that was so.
Oh my
we
God.
both gasped. We were sitting there. We both
is
gasped.
horrible.
This is
I love that that's
not
what you think was
necessary.
brutal. You didn't think the dad throwing young Hal Jordan his leather coat and saying, "Keep it warm for me," was brutal? Because
Not a
that was the worst. Keep
Oh
it
my
warm
Not
for
enough.
me.
I thought not enough foreshadowing that dad was gonna die. Hal Jordan is in a spin. He's going down. He goes into this intense flashback where he. And no, I didn't even understand what that meant. Why did he? So they were trying to say He was
froze.
afraid. He was freezing. He was having a flashback. That's why he froze.
Yeah, he let fear in, man.
Yeah, he let
His
her in.
fear was of his dad who blew up in a.
Well, fear. I guess he was scared that he'd turn out the same way.
I guess so, guys.
But he
This
was.
movie did become like a self-help book by the
Well, it
end
had a
of
lot-
it.
totally.
Every
Yeah.
character had major daddy issues.
Embrace your
It
green.
was it was
Yeah.
all about will and fear and
Right.
daddy didn't love me and daddy doesn't like me and wah wah I don't have a daddy and
But just the explosion, like when that happened, like I was maybe sounding a little too old fogey-ish, but like our movies just like they're so brutal in their like attempts to surprise you and
Oh,
things.
God.
Even like a comic book movie
Yeah.
like that's for kids, like the Green Lantern. You're constantly seeing like fathers explode before their child's eyes. And stuff.
Yes, while they were locked in like intense eye contact.
Yeah.
with
that
them.
was
It
the thing
like,
is like
oh
it
my
looks like the
God.
dad's gonna survive.
That's
the
what was
plane
so
lands
upsetting.
and then the
Yeah.
kid is running to the plane and the dad makes eye contact with him and then explodes.
Terrible.
I had the
horrible.
same experience in Transformers 3 where the robots, instead of just fighting, rip each other's neck and spine out. Their robot neck and spine. It's like, you don't need to do that. Like, this is a movie for children.
Right, we
You
got
don't have
it,
to
we
rip
got
off
it.
a head and spine.
But why do they have robotic analogs to our
Yeah, yeah.
biological?
Yeah.
Why do they have spines?
Robots do not have spines.
I also was like, where are the moms in this world?
in the Transformers
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
world?
Well, no.
Well, there was
Green
one
Green
Lantern.
Lantern world?
The one mom who, when Hal Jordan was wrapping that gift for his nephew, who we never saw again,
And who are all those men there? His brothers? There was like 5 different men his
fucking
age
knows?
there.
those men were
That
like,
scene
"Ah,
made
you
no
crashed
sense.
You crashed that plane. You have to live so dangerously, Hal.
What are you trying to be just like him so much that you want to die in a plane crash, Al?
Oh,
You know what,
yeah,
John?
okay,
you know what,
yeah.
John? Why don't you relax, John? Yeah.
I'm gonna go see my nephew, and his nephew's in bed crying on his birthday, and
He's scared for his Uncle Hal.
I love those like one-off characters. Like that nephew's only there to function, so we don't think this Ryan Reynolds character is like a huge asshole.
Yeah.
Like, oh, he
Never
gave a
comes
piece of
back.
shit
That
to his
nephew
nephew, but then he
never
never
comes
comes
back.
back.
he gives
yeah.
the worst thing. He's like, he gave his nephew a birthday gift, and the kid opens it, and it's like a little airplane. He goes, "What's this? A starfighter? No, it's a fucking airplane,
And also,
dummy."
a pilot, this like grown man, a pilot is giving a plane to his nephew. It's like, so apparently this gift is all about you.
Yeah.
And like your job, and you're reminding your nephew what your job is.
And then he goes over to the nephew's room, takes down a
Yep.
plane that is
Yeah.
hanging,
Looks
and
exactly like
and
it.
replaces it with an identical one. It's like, take down your shitty one. I'll
Yeah,
give you this
is
one.
the better one.
Yeah, like, and then he leaves. He doesn't even hang out.
Oh,
for
he's
the party.
out of there.
He's
And
gone.
And you never see him
He's
again.
out of there.
I also love that the nerd that worked at the airplane place
Yeah.
was only a nerd because of those glasses. Like, he was a
Right.
good-looking guy.
Yeah.
Like, and the best part, Paul, we laughed so hard at this, when Ryan Reynolds turns into the Green Lantern in front of him.
For the first time,
For the
yeah.
first time has a transformation, he
Is-
just yells out, "Green!"
Green. That's what he has. He
Green.
goes,
Guys,
green.
Was that not the craziest, weirdest sex scene? Where he's like,
Between the
show
two of
me.
them?
Show,
Yes,
show
yes,
it
it
to me.
was. It
The
was-
guy's the nerd guy is like,
Yes.
show it to me. You gotta show me. You gotta show
Oh,
me. And he's like,
yeah.
okay, you want to see this? It was like
Yeah.
total.
It was very strange.
If you
all
close
of the
your eyes-
dialogue,
I'm not ready.
All of the
Open up your
dialogue
butt
might as
cheeks.
well have been like,
Yes.
and then he's like, like Ryan Reynolds poses,
Yeah.
like stands up in front of him in like a tank top and sweatpants, and just starts posing like he's going to turn into the Green Lantern, and the guy's just watching from the couch. It is the perviest,
Yeah, it's
super
really weird.
weirdest thing.
I
in the
also had
world.
an issue with those sweatpants he was wearing
Yeah.
for some reason.
Me
just
too.
walking around.
They were
those-
strangely obscene.
I know you're not a hero right there in that moment,
Yeah.
but try to act
Put
like
on
one.
some slack.
You don't
And
need
he's
to
like,
put on
oh,
those
at least some
sweatpants.
squishies.
My favorite line, I think, from that scene is, "Dude, you're a superhero, yeah. Don't they always get the girl?"
Yeah.
The guy says, "Don't they,
They
always
always-
get the girl?"
Can I say that after we went to this, I think we saw it around 8, I came back later for a midnight screening and I got mixed up. And because I thought I hadn't left, I walked back into the same Green Lantern screening. And when I walked in, it was the line, "Don't they usually get the girls?" Like, oh, terrible. Why
And
did-
that was the exit line.
Twice
Of
in
the,
a day I have to hear this line.
and that was the exit line of that scene. It was like,
button.
don't they always
Yeah,
get the
it's a
girl?
lively.
Next scene.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so at one point, Hal Jordan is he's making amends with Blake Lively, and he makes her necklace. He's like, I can do things like this, and she gets like a little Green Lantern necklace. That's the worst gift because won't that just immediately disappear?
And
like,
it does.
Yeah.
At the end of the scene, it's gone.
So like he could
Yeah.
give her a gift for a
Right.
second.
Yeah. She's like, "Happy birthday! I'm sorry, I forgot."
That's like
And
the
then
head
it's
of
gone.
like Chrysler giving a Chrysler to his wife.
But
Be like, oh, thanks, this thing that you have easy access to.
But also, it would be like having a Chrysler and then getting in it and driving off in it and going, "This is yours. I'll see you later.
feel
You'll
like they
never
got-
drive this
It
car."
comes with me.
Yeah,
I also
I
feel
travel
like
in this.
they fought about the same issue, broke up, and got back together like 10 times
Yes.
in this movie.
That was
But-
kind of the whole problem with the movie, right? It was like scenes would address the problem, and then they'd go back
Yeah.
home, and then they'd think about like, wait, that didn't really get resolved.
Maybe I should
They'd
go
lie
back.
down for a little while.
Maybe I should go back to Oa the Living Planet and talk to those
Yeah.
guys.
I will tell you that no matter what, through it all, Blake Lively thought his jokes were really funny.
Well, they were.
She was-
Well, they were.
You know, that was her genuinely breaking and saying,
There was.
I gotta ask a question though. I was confused about how we're using the word lanterns because there was an actual lantern, but then also people were referred to as lanterns.
Yes.
well,
Okay,
and I-
so he was a lantern.
Yes.
It seemed like the
Okay.
lantern was not a. No one carried the lanterns with them. They all seemed to leave the lantern. Well, we only know from Hal Jordan. He left that lantern in his apartment, and occasionally he would need to recharge, but
He
not
needs
during
to-
any of the giant fight
Oh no,
scenes. He
no.
never needed
Just
to
when
recharge.
he was showing off in front of friends.
Right.
oh, that's right. So that
So
means
the-
all those people have lanterns back at their house?
Yes.
I guess like
No, they
power
do.
stations.
Yes,
they
they
do.
do, yes.
Okay,
Oh, okay.
they do.
It's like
so
a
that's
Prius.
the thing. So they
That's
they
the
never
thing.
carry the lanterns with them when they're
I don't
out.
think
So old timey too.
It
these
is so.
lanterns.
Isn't that such
Yeah.
a weird?
And if they went out, is there like a sort of coat check room for lanterns so you don't have to carry them around out into clubs?
Well, they were. Oh, when they were all on the planet, they go to the planet and they all have this like little speech. It's like it makes a Matrix Revolution speech
Yes.
kind
Oh.
of like pale and compared. So it's like this Sinestro is standing on this big platform that is also just a big lantern signal, and he's like, "We are the best. We are lanterns!" And then everyone shoots their ring lights up, and they're all shooting, and then they cut to an exterior of the planet, and this is my big problem with that moment. You look at the planet, you're seeing a circle, and light is shooting out of 4 different parts.
I know,
So
yes, I
I
knew
was
you were
like,
gonna say this.
wait, so my question is, are there 4 separate
Yes.
meetings that are going
the
on when
same
that's happening? Because it should only be out of one center
I was like, what are
area.
those side meetings going
Yeah,
on?
what are
Why
they-
couldn't they get there? Didn't they
they're
coordinate?
on screens. They're
on
watching
Skype.
Sinestro on a screen.
Pay-per-view.
It was so bizarre. It makes no sense. They all shoot it up, and then you see the planet. It's like 4.
Yeah, maybe it was like WrestleMania 3 when they had it in 5 different
It's
cities across
simulcast.
America.
And then when they go to Oa, of course, even though they're aliens and they're fish people and rock people and fly people, some of them have the black voice. There is the
Yeah.
black guy character.
And
And I
who
was
was
like,
that?
"Oh, really? There's a black guy here? Great."
Oh, black people are rock people.
Oh,
Okay, I
great.
got it.
Yep, got it. Tough looking alien is the black guy.
Hey,
Great.
but guys, remember he helped our white character though, so it was okay. It was okay.
He taught him how to fight.
And when he first gets brought to Oa, he is floating naked, except for a very small underwear. It was so
crazy.
weird. Like he gets brought to Oa fully clothed.
Yeah.
Then they rip off all of his clothes, but they leave like a swatch
Some
of
briefs.
underwear on. Yeah, just some briefs.
Yeah. My mom was always hilarious growing up. We'd watch a scene where, like, a couple would get, it's an action movie, and a couple gets dumped out of a boat or something into the water. She would always complain about how the women had to get down in their underwear, but we never got to see the men in their underwear. Well,
We need your
send her
mom
over
on
to the
this.
Green
assured.
Lantern.
We need your mom on this podcast.
She is a huge Van Wilder fan. So.
I do want to talk back to this because we really didn't even do justice to the helicopter scene, which is the helicopter scene is insane. So basically, Hal Jordan rejects the lanterns, and then this helicopter is about
Why
to
does
crash.
he quit?
No
Why does he quit? And when he quits, nobody's like, "Well, give us the fucking most powerful ring back."
And our
Yeah.
lantern,
He's like,
please.
He's like, "I quit, and I get to keep all this power."
Yeah, right. Cool. Yeah, no one comes to collect him. No one. Yeah. It's like. So he decides that he's going to get back in when the helicopter's crashing. And his solution for stopping a helicopter from crashing is to form a car around the helicopter chassis and then create a racetrack in circles all around the party. So the helicopter is racing on a car.
And what would you propose?
I mean, you guys
A
jest,
trampoline.
but it was my favorite part of the whole movie.
It was actually my favorite
When that
part.
helicopter
That
car went
shit-
on that racetrack, I
That
had a
shit
huge
made
smile on my
no
face.
sense.
And the car was like jumping because he could create.
It was
some
like
of
a
the
hot rod.
It
Yeah.
was.
It was like, "Rrr, rrr." I was like, why not just create the helicopter onto the floor, onto the ground rather?
Just make a floor. Just make a landing pad up
just
there.
like create a balloon, like a pillow for it to
Can
land
you make
on.
a floor?
Oh my god.
Excuse me, Green Lantern. Can you make a floor?
But then there was like other things he would make that were so abstract. Like when Blake Lively was about to get, I think, hit by the helicopter.
Yeah.
He just put her in like a blob of goo.
Yeah. Green goo. But she
Green
was
goo.
And by the way, the
Yeah.
superhero fucking comes out for the first time in front of a handful of people that he knows. That would be like
He
me
looks
coming
exactly
to you.
like Hal Jordan.
Oh, there's
He
no
looks
difference.
Exactly.
The weird thing though is like she calls that out later on, and this is what
But
you're
she's the
saying
only
about,
one who
like-
does it.
Right, but she's also seen him before too.
But everyone at that
Everyone's
party
seen him.
did.
Tim
That's a-
Robbins has
Stop yelling
seen
at
him.
me. Stop
Everybody.
yelling at me.
He looked exactly like Hal Jordan. I was like, "Fuck you."
Blake Lively does call it out. Like, what do you think? I don't recognize it because your cheekbones are covered up. But so everyone at that party, he's the star pilot
Yeah.
of this
Right.
aeronautics facility,
Yeah.
the small party,
Yeah.
where they thank him from the stage, like, and Hal Jordan's here.
All
Yeah.
eyes were on him at one point during that night. They should know what he
I
looks
gotta
like.
say,
Yeah.
the local press, although they're covering everything else, doesn't cover the Green Lantern.
No.
Oh, that's what I was
saving.
thinking.
Never covered the
And
Green
Paul was saying
Lantern.
that
They
earlier.
cover the airplane crash, but they don't cover superheroes arriving on Earth.
Well, hey guys, the news media spends their whole time talking about Anthony Weiner,
Yeah.
and there's
All right.
Yeah.
and job
All right.
and there's job loss.
Yeah.
Yeah, job
Here
loss
we
and all.
go.
We're not talking about that.
There
so
you go.
By indictment, as if like a news network today, if there was a superhero, they wouldn't report on obviously, they would. They would like.
I was only hoping there was a moment in this movie where Hal Jordan is explaining he's appealing to the Council of Elders, which are just men with big heads and giant robes. They're on top of
Why
these
are
like
those robes so
200-foot obelisks. Or,
Oh, and when he goes in and he like tells them off, and
Yeah.
he's been in this like Green Lantern Council for a week now,
A week,
5 days.
barely, yeah.
And those guys have been there for eons. Like
Yeah.
you're supposed to believe,
They've
like
never
billions.
not been
yeah,
there.
yeah,
Yeah.
they've
they
always been there.
created this world.
And then he comes in and starts telling them like it is. I'm like, I leaned over
He goes,
to June
"We
and I
have
was
a
like,
saying
yeah.
on Earth.
yeah, oh,
We're
that,
only human."
I wanted him to play the Billy Joel song at that point. I thought that
My
would
Life?
be, No.
that'd be good.
the Don Easter Alexa.
Oh man,
Oh, but that would be like the equivalent of like if you worked at a company for a week and then you just like barged into the board of directors meeting.
And we're
Yeah.
like, "Let me tell you how to run this company."
yeah.
Now, Jason, I know you walked out during this movie.
I did. I walked out.
Is
I
this
was
your
like,
first? How did this get made that you
that I walked
that
out
you,
on.
you couldn't finish?
I think you walked out of something else.
I
too.
did walk out of something else. I can't remember what it was though. There was something else I didn't finish.
I just wanted to know if it was so terrible.
Oh, I
It was
think
unprecedented.
the Sandra Bullock movie. I don't think you finished, right?
Oh,
Steve?
All About Steve. I
That
did
was
not
great.
finish All About Steve.
So if Ryan Reynolds,
It is Ryan Reynolds. Oh no, that
no,
was
no, but if two people have exchanged fluids, you can't watch them.
can't deal with it.
The smoke monster, the angry
Parallax?
cloud, Parallax, eats an entire city. No one seems phased by that after the conclusion of the.
Yeah.
Basically, Hal Jordan throws the cloud into the sun. Case closed. Movie's over. But yet he ate an entire city. By the way, I don't even know what city. They didn't really ever label
Where
the
were
city.
they?
Never
didn't know
labeled. It
the
was a
whole
city
time.
that had swamps and it
I
also had a
imagine-
downtown.
I was imagining when those people were running away from the smoke monster, they were screaming, "What city is this?
Why am I in this
Identify
movie?
where we are.
Before I go, I need to know."
and they all get eaten. Everyone's like totally fine with that. And did this movie look like it was shot on like soap opera sets?
Yes.
Like every scene was so
Completely.
flat.
Like all of the
especially the
Blake
balcony
Lively's
scenes.
office.
Yeah.
Blake Lively's office, his apartment, Sarsgaard's apartment, it all looked like shitty sets
Yeah.
from a TV show. Oh my god. They're like, "Great news, guys. We have a couple of extra sets that Grey's Anatomy isn't using this week. We can shoot our scenes there."
And days. Days of our lives is donating a couple.
The last line of the movie, pretty great last line for a superhero movie. Well, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna look for trouble. I'm gonna look for some trouble. After, and she goes, "What are you gonna do?
Is he
Save
though?
a
'Cause I
cat
don't
in
even know.
downtown Milky Way?
Oh.
I got a new job. That's me. I got to do a lot of traveling.
You're
though.
just like angering all of us right now. Like, we're just like,
It's such a stupid character.
Yeah.
He's the worst.
And he's much better. The character's much better in the.
yeah, he's like
Yeah.
it's like a
What's
really.
his motivation though to like save things? Because that I thought was a big problem in the movie. Like I didn't know. Is he looking for trouble? Like, does he genuinely want
He
to
just
help
kind
people?
of. I don't read Green Lantern now, and now it's like mired in a lot of this Green Lantern core.
Yeah.
Kind of like all these other lanterns. There's good lanterns and bad lanterns. It's like a very dense book now. Like my familiarity with it is from
Right,
years
yeah.
ago. So I don't know.
But no, that
But
was
he's
the
just
problem
a hero,
for me.
you
Was
know,
his,
essentially.
His great dilemma in this was like, I guess Blake Lively sort of put it, where she was like, "Just makes me so sad. You've been given so much and you haven't used any of it." And I'm like, that's who I'm supposed to care about. Like
He
that'd
was
be
like a
like
privileged,
a
like,
rich kid who doesn't know what to
frat guy.
invest in.
Yeah.
Like,
a rich
Yeah.
kid
what
who
frat to join?
just
Yeah.
kind of
exactly.
angry.
He joined a frat, and then he didn't like their rules.
Yes.
So he left for a few days. And it
It's
was
Van
like,
Wilder. Wait, are you
Yeah,
pitching-
Van Wilder.
Are you
This
pitching
is
us Van Wilder?
National Lampoon's Green Lantern.
I also want to say that like
Get that
the
nephew
suit
character
looked
back.
terrible.
Suit is all CGI.
All of the CGI looked terrible. It was fucking awful looking.
It's a metaphor for the movie, right?
Yeah.
There's nothing
And
to
just
hold
to
on
be clear,
the whole
you
time, yeah.
you are a lantern and you also hold a lantern.
Correct.
Okay, got it.
And lanterns can easily be
Got it.
killed too, or they
Got it.
can't.
Got it.
I didn't find any power. The lantern, if you shoot a lantern, if he doesn't deflect it, he'll die. Right? I mean, that's okay.
Yeah.
That's bullshit too. With the we asked this question last night. So Jason, how much the movie cost? $200 million.
Okay.
How much has it made worldwide? Do you think? 200 million. And they've greenlit a sequel.
Yeah, I think it's made close to 100 million.
You're right. You're 139 million.
Yeah.
But that's not a lot.
Not
It's-
so Green Lantern.
That's worldwide.
No,
this
no,
movie is
that's
a
not great.
failure, and they're greenlighting the sequel. Now, what you missed at the end was the post-credit sequence.
Oh yeah, I didn't see this.
Do you want to know? Do you want? Or you're
yeah.
going back to see it?
Well,
aren't
I'll
you?
see it again, of course.
right.
Of course.
What happens is
Because my Green Lantern Corps and I'm part of a Green Lantern Corps, and we're all going together. I'm going to Sinestro.
Sinestro. The whole movie is a good.
Sinestro?
He's the
Red
main
guy.
guy.
Mark Strong.
Basically, and all the actors in this are pretty great, like across the board. Not in this movie and other things that they have done. Great.
Yeah.
Sinestro is the whole time is a good guy, like really funny guy, like awesome. Not funny. Really nice guy.
Arguably funny.
Yeah, arguably funny. Like, and you know, he's basically at the end of the movie, he's like, hey, he saves Ryan Reynolds at the end. He's like, you know what? You're impulsive. You're crazy.
Well-
just like Abin Sur, the
Yeah.
guy who gave him the ring.
It's basically him going like, "I was arbitrarily mean to you at the beginning. Now I'm going to be arbitrarily nice to
Yeah,
you."
and then he walks off. And then the post-credit scene is he puts on the evil ring.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
becomes evil.
Yeah, it's such
So
a.
that's
You know
it.
that from the books?
Yeah, Sinestro is a bad guy.
He is?
Yeah, I mean, like, that's part of it.
Boo,
Can I
boo.
ask one more
Yeah.
question?
Yes.
How did Peter Sarsgaard get, like, if that other guy was a Green Lantern, why did he have any fear in him?
He
Or
had
yellow
the fear,
stuff in him.
the fear that Parallax had shot him with. Remember?
So that was still
Tina
in his
Turner.
body. So that wasn't his own
Tina
fear.
Turner says we found a different alien blood in the body of and you've been exposed.
I see.
I didn't like any
And then
of
he
this.
smashed her face into glass.
And she's stuck on it. She's stuck on that glass.
Amazing actress.
Angela
I know.
Ba-
Why was she doing that?
Everyone, Tim Robbins, Peter Sarsgaard.
Those superhero
Mark
movies
Strong.
now are like the last vestige for actors
Yeah.
who were like respected 20, because I think it's a mutually beneficial relationship where superhero movies, they get prestige.
Yeah, it
it's like,
lends
oh, I buy
credit
into
to
this
them.
because Tim Robbins is doing it.
And
or
I
something,
think that
but
all of
then-
them do it, and they say it because they don't know what they're saying. So everyone's like, some kids will buy this bullshit. Like, you know, it's sort of like why, like, like Sean Connery, when he did a League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, it's like, yeah, these dummies will eat this up. No, it's a
Yeah.
shitty movie. Like,
yeah.
you're not
Movie
gonna,
is
they just
the
assume,
worst.
yeah. In the movie, the Green Lantern has a little poem that he has to say to get him in. So this is the poem in the movie.
Brightest day, and blackest night. No evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power. Green Lantern's life.
That is the
I just
poem.
want to say.
Yes.
I have to say it's not a poem, it's an oath.
Okay, sorry.
Just for the nerds,
Yes.
the nerds
Sorry.
in the audience.
Sorry.
Pat Bear is listening, and he's out there going insane, losing his mind that you've called it a poem and not an oath.
Well, what I did
It's a
was
manly poem. That's what an oath is.
in our mini episode, we asked you to come up with your own oath. So let's hear your best selections. Here we go. This one is from Katie Dupree. In cliche-ridden dialogue, in sequel-threatening epilogue, beware the mind-crippling abyss that sucks you in when watching this. That's
pretty
her.
good.
That's
and then,
good.
All right, here's the next one. You see
All
all the
right.
circled ones.
Okay. This is from Blake Hunt. Roses are red, Green Lanterns are not. During this movie, I asked to be shot.
Okay. This one's from Ed Cole. There once was a movie that bore. It was of the Green Lantern Corps. It had CG effects that were bad and a ridiculous Hot Wheels ad. I'm sorry. And a ridiculous Hot Wheels ad. I hope they don't make any more.
All right, and here's the final one.
I didn't do a great job reading that.
From Jay Kane.
It's cold read.
Right? That's the one I'm doing?
I
Jay
get-
Kane?
Oh,
Was it
yeah, the
cold
one
read?
that's like
No matinee nor movie night. No price is worth this sight. Let those who tell me the Green Lantern was tight beware the power of my incoming right.
Pretty good. These are good poems. It was a good
Not bad,
selection.
guys.
Got some
Thank
real
you for
Shakespeare's.
Bad.
a lot of that. That was the most creative of the submissions. As always, you can follow myself on Twitter. I'm at Paul Scheer. Paul, where are you at?
I'm at Paul Rust.
At Miss June Diane.
Jason, still not on.
Not on Twitter.
Not on Twitter. But you want to plug anybody?
I will continue to plug Bob Dukas' Twitter.
Bob Dukas Twitter, real good. And
Yes, it's
and coming
amazing.
up next week on Adult Swim, following Children's Hospital, a show that Jason is a producer on and has been on and written on, is a show that June and I are in, and it's called NTSF SD SUV. Yeah. So check that out, July 21st, 12:15 p.m. right after Children's Hospital. A lot of crazy good guests on there. So we'll see you next time on How Did This Get Made?